What's up, everybody? Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel here, and today we're going to be talking about all things Cort. Let's check these Cort basses out now. This is the first bass we're going to be talking about. This is the GB Modern 4. That finish is called Open Pore Charcoal Gray. It is a bolt-on construction neck. It's Paulownia wings with a soft maple core. The nut width is about 1.5 inches. It comes with a poplar burl top and a roasted maple neck. The radius on the fretboard is about 15.75. It's 22 frets in total, 34-inch scale. This is for the 4-string, by the way. It's got the lumen lay side dots, Hipshot Ultralite tuners, a Babicz FCH4 bridge, Nordstrand BS4 pickup set, so that means they're identical, and the MarkBass Instrument Pre. It comes equipped with Diodario EXL 165 and a soft gig bag included. The GB Modern, the biggest focus for Cort for the Modern was they didn't want to have a bass that had premium woods because they're tone wood believers. They didn't want a bass that had premium woods that would be overtly heavy or heavy for no real reason. So what they did was they took a maple core and they put Paulownia wings on the side of this and the poplar burl top. And what they accomplished with that, with this contour and this shape, was that they were able to use those premium toned woods to bring out the very best as far as the tone and the electronics are concerned, without sacrificing a terrible amount of weight. You know, the worst thing when you're playing live gigs is having a bass that starts to get heavier, and as you get older, they get heavier and heavier. So they were able to accomplish something with this bass, and they did the same thing for their 5-string, and I will show you that now. And we're back. This is the 5-string version of this. As you may have noticed, everything is the same. You got a bigger Babicz bridge because it's a 5-string. You got bigger Nordstrand pickups because, you guessed it, it's a 5-string. Hipshot hardware as per the 4. And you have the same woods used and the same preamp and the same control layout. And for the 5-string, everything is exactly the same as far as the schematics go and the layout, except the nut width is 1 7/8 inches. So the other part of this Cort conundrum is the Elrick basses. So the model is NJS 4 and 5, and the NJS stands for New Jazz Standard. It's their version of a jazz. It's their voicing that they particularly put a lot of their R&D in as far as these basses go. And it's partnered with a Bartolini preamp. It still has all the premium hardware and stuff that you would expect from these models, and I'll go into that. But the biggest thing is that they're taking their E series, the Evolution bass that Elrick was known for their custom models, and they made it in a more affordable package as far as overseas options go. And it is quite a bit cheaper than the handmade Elrick ones, as you probably already guessed. So here's the first of the two Elrick NJS. This is the NJS 4. These basses are made in partnership, again, with Elrick Guitars. So Elrick makes sure that it meets all of its criteria for it to be called an Evolution E Series NJS model bass. These are made in Indonesia. It's a bolt-on construction body. The body wood is alder. The nut width is 1 7/8 inches, very similar to the modern 5s and 4s that we spoke about earlier. Both basses come with Hipshot Ultralite tuners, and the bridge is a Metalcraft M4 and M5. The pickups are voice tone VTB ST pickups, and the electronic preamp is a Bartolini Elrick NJS Special. And something of note that I think this is really cool that Elrick was able to implement this for their overseas models. It is stated on Cort's website that the very same US production for these models, the Bartolini preamp that they use, in the custom-made basses, the exact same proprietary preamp that he has access to for those basses, he has signed off to be put in to these overseas options. So you're getting a proprietary Bartolini preamp specifically voiced for the US handmade models in this overseas option. And I think that's super cool that Elrick would be so willing to do that. Cort makes a pretty awesome bass, and multiple basses I should say, at multiple price points, but one thing that's pretty cool about all of these basses is their quality of components for the build, their comfort in the ergonomics that the basses present as far as an out-of-box option goes. That's overseas, and it doesn't sacrifice quality as far as the ergonomics and the comfort goes for, you know, heavier tone woods or a lack of quality components for the bass, whether it's hardware or electronics or the preamp. Every single one of the bass models that I've shown you come with very, very respected quality components from companies like Hipshot, like Babicz, like Nordstrand, and like Cort and Elrick. I think Cort did a very good job with these basses. Not necessarily my personal flavor with the moderns, but the Elrick NJS 4 and 5 felt really, really at home for me. I did like the moderns. I loved the pickups. The Nordstrand stuff I've become very, very familiar with. Let us know in the comments what you thought about these basses. Did you like them? Did you not like them? What did you and didn't you like? I think as far as a jazz bass presentation goes, Elrick knows what the hell they're doing, hands down. And kudos to Cort for overseeing Elrick's vision, but still bringing your mass availability as far as your sales opportunities go and your assembly production scale to all of us here in bass world. So thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for sending us these basses, Cort. We appreciate you. And let us know again, guys, what you thought about it in the comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. Until next time, this is Chuck Bailey with the Bass Channel, and we will see you later.